Hey guys, Will or Lolio here, and today I'm showing you some more Frostfire Ridge gameplay. Instead of questing though, these are a couple of the vignettes around the zone. There's several of these spread around, and they're all marked on your map as bonus objectives. They vary in terms of what they involve and what rewards they give, but the interesting thing about all of them is that they're entirely optional. No quest will lead you directly to a bonus objective. I think they're meant to encourage exploration. They mentioned this at BlizzCon, that they really want to kind of go back to vanilla WoW in terms of they want you to feel like there is actually a world of Warcraft. They want you to explore the areas if you want to. Not everyone enjoys that sort of gameplay, but the people who do really miss it. They tried to encourage this with the Timeless Isle, and I think it worked somewhat, but not entirely. Really people just kind of got add-ons to tell them where all the rares were and tell them where all the chests were, and they just went around with all the add-ons, or they used Wowhead, and really didn't feel like you explored that much. And I'm wondering if the same thing is going to happen here, because overall, it does seem like an add-on could tell you where everything is, and I think that's why they mark them all on the map for you anyway, so that they know people will just get an add-on to tell them where it is, so they're like, well, we'll just mark it on your map and you can go see what it is if you want. They don't tell you what each bonus objective is on the map, they just tell you where they are, and I think that's a nice compromise. It makes it feel like you don't have to get an add-on to know where it is, but you would have to get an add-on if you want to know exactly what it is, but I think by telling people where it is but not totally, people won't feel the need to get an add-on. Anyway, the first vignette here is the Time-Warped Tower, an ogre tower that appears to have some sort of time shenanigans going on. So you enter it and you're able to just loot all of the ogres. They all had like a few gold on them for me, and they all kind of appear to be frozen in place. I was able to loot a rare neck piece from an ogre at the top. It's a pretty minor event, but it's definitely fun to just stumble upon these while exploring the zone. The other event that I wanted to show you guys is this one with the grizzled Frostwolf veteran. You find this old orc who refuses to leave his home when the Thunderlords are attacking. You find out more about why and what's going on with them in the questing experience, but you're not led to this guy directly during the questing. So you tell him that you'll fight by his side, and then you fend off a couple waves of attackers. They're pretty easy overall, it's not really a challenge. But once you're done, he tells you to open the chest inside his house for your reward. So you get a trinket, which isn't very good. I mean, it's like item level 516, so if you have any Siege of Orgrimmar rewards, it's not good, but it's tuned for around item level 500 to be questing in the zone, so, you know, it's not terrible. But the cool thing is that in the chest you also find a note, and it has a little, a couple paragraphs of text, and it turns out that the trinket was actually meant for his son. It's a nice little story that's completely separate from all the big events in the zone, but it makes the game feel more alive, and I think that's what they're going for. They really want to put the world back in World of Warcraft, instead of putting the war back in Warcraft, which is what they try to do with Pandaria and Cataclysm, which wasn't really that effective. I think trying to put the world in World of Warcraft is a much better objective overall. And little events like this, they really do make the game feel more alive. They make it feel like there's more characters that you haven't heard of around, and I really like that. There's plenty of other events in the zone, but most of them didn't seem as engaging. There's a lot of kill 10 of these mobs and then their leader, or just, they're just kill quests without the story text, and I'm not really a fan of that. I'd like to see more like the Ogre Tower or the Frostwolf Veteran, instead of the boring ones. Anyway, that's all from me for now. If you enjoyed the video or found it informative, please leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.